What's good, YouTube? I am here with Joe Shewmaker. You've seen and liked a lot of his barrier statue play, and I believe it was 3-1 that you went on stream with it?
It was either 3-1 or like 4-2, I don't remember, something like that. I did good.
So let's go ahead and get into the deck and talk about your choices. We have 3 barrier statue of the Inferno, 2 of the Stormwinds, 3 of the Torrent, 3 Fossil Dynas, triple Maxi, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Dark Hole, 3 Forbidden Lance, 3 Moon Mirror Shield, a Regeki, and double Upstart. We have triple Blazing Mirror Force, double Curse Seal of the Forbidden Spell, double Memory of an Adversary, I really like that card, 3 Quaking Mirror Force, 3 Solemn Strikes, a Solemn Warning, and an Emptiness. Anything to say on the main deck?
Okay, this deck, it came from the OCG one, the top, like, some small event, there, and they played, like, 3 of every barrier statue, and, like, 3 Maxi, and, like, 3 Veyor, and just, like, a million other traps. What I thought was, like, with Forbidden Lands, it protects your monsters, and, it occasionally works on your opponent. Like, when I played against Hero, it stopped their Mass Chain play, which obviously would have been a problem. And with Moon Mirror Shield, if you don't know what it does, it makes it to where the barrier statues can just attack over anything, because it makes them plus 100 whatever they're battling during damage calculation. I'm only playing very few barrier statues. I guess you could say very few, because I wanted enough to where I could draw them, but not see too many of them. That's why I played the 3 Fossil Dyna and made it like 11. It's like playing 11 barrier statues, which made me think the odds are you're always going to see one, and it's less likely for you to clog your hand with them. And obviously I played the Mirror Forces. Memory of an Adversary is because if I'm ever having to deal with something like against Kozmo that I just cannot get over, Memory of an Adversary, it's non-targeting, it just banishes the monster. Even though I take damage, it doesn't matter if I gain back control of the game. And then I could potentially, since it's such a slow roll game, I could potentially get it back during my turn. And Curse Seal is if I have to play against like PePe or any deck that I know relies on the one spell, because obviously building this deck, I built it because I knew the meta well. Curse Seal, if I can shut off that spell, it gives me even more of a chance to win the game. Book of Moon, it's a power one of that I thought was really good. And the 2 Upstart is because I didn't want to play 40 cards, but I like the Dark Hole or the Regeki or the Book was the 40th, was the like 38th card, you could say. And that's it for the man.
Alright, let's get into this juicy side deck. 2 Altair, 3 Denebs, 2 Uncle High, 1 Vega, 2 MSTs, 1 Rhoda, 1 Skybridge, 2 Call of the Haunted, and an Alpha.
Okay, with this, the entire logic behind this was that going in, I'm going to expect them to have Regekis or Dankos or like how we saw in the video, I needed something with 1800 to get over, and I just could not draw into the Moon Mirror Shields. And there's so many cards that can side out that the thought process was if I saw the towers, I could possibly make a Trevor, or it would even give me the potential to make like a Karangorn, a Deltaros if I need it, a Diamond if I need it. I have like other cards I can go into with like Ptolemaios to go into, and it's unlikely that I see the Alpha. The 1 Alpha is there just to go along with it, but it gives me the access with like Call of the Haunted, because you can Call of the Haunted back the barrier statues, which is unlikely, but it's more our synergy to keep it going. And the 1 Skybridge is if I say draw the Uncle Eye, or if I draw the Deneb and the Skybridge, it just makes the combo. It just makes everything combo.
Yeah, but I assume only 1 because you don't really want to clog.
Yeah, exactly. Only the 1 because it would be essentially like playing 2 Rhoda, and since I'm siding in that many monsters, I still want the same sort of consistency of drawing into those monsters.
Now let's get into this extra deck that kind of stops it from being a budget deck. We've got 1 Dweller, 1 Karen Gorgon, 1 Castel, 1 Pallades, 1 Daigusto Emerald, 1 Direwolf, 1 Dvorak, which I believe is getting the reprint treatment, right?
Yeah.
1 Giant Hand, so soon it will be budget again. 1 Infernal Flame Vixen, 1 101, a Diamond, 2 Travers, 1 Deltaros, and a Ptolemaios.
Okay, the thing here, like Infernal Flame Vixen, and I'll start out with that. You have to play a fire, so that way, in case you have to, and like you just need to get over something, you can overlay into it. It's a potential to overlay into it. A card like Cairngorn, which seems like an odd card to play. It if I have a way, like if I'm sighting into the Stellar card, the Tower Knight card, but I have a normal summonable like barrier statue, it gives it extra protection. And a Giant Hand has the effect negation to pretend if they're trying to get over something in like one of my barrier statues, and I know I'm gonna be able to summon the barrier statue. Big Borzak, it's non-targeting, mill 3, rank up with Ptolemaeus, Pallades is obvious Ptolemaeus, and then it's the Tower Knight cards for the Tower Knight side.
So, any final notes or shout-outs or anything with this deck?
I'll go ahead and shout out Robbie because Robbie Cole, because he was the first person who bugged me to make this deck. He saw it and he was like, "Hey, make a build of this deck," and I made it, and I was just all like, "This is fun." And I've been playing so much in the meta, I understand the meta, so I know that this is not a bad anti-meta deck. Don't expect to go do amazing with this deck. It's not like a better deck than what you're going to be up against. It's very linear, so like know what you're getting yourself into if you're going to build this deck or if you're going to play this deck. You're playing to stop your opponent. You're playing to make sure that they can't play Yu-Gi-Oh at all. And so don't try and get too crazy with it.
It kind of gets away with every single card in this deck really doesn't get affected by any hand trap. So like a lot of decks that's 7 to 8 wasted main deck slots against this in game 1. But you're also really fighting to go first, which now certain people are trying to take the first advantage back also a lot more with PePe. So that can be difficult as well, I assume.
Yeah, the only potential things I would change was actually what you mentioned, is that since Mermails do exist, possibly swapping a barrier statue, the water barrier statue, for the wind one, just because of its existence and the odds there. It's kind of how I didn't want to play Sleep higher, because Infernoids existed. You're basically weird.
Yeah, the Earth one would let all the PePe cards special, the Light as well. And the Dark would let Skull Crobats and Cycle, and the Draco Overlord. So really, these are your 3 best ones.
Without a doubt, those are the 3 best ones right now.
Alright, well thanks for joining us. This has been Joe Shewmaker with basically Zodiac Duelist TV. You can see him play on there. You can see myself play on there. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and be sure to go ahead. The link will be below. Click Zodiac Duelist TV and follow and watch us do live duels like the ones that you might have missed out on. Because we had like 3 or 4 more matches of this that you're not going to get to see yet. But we may have other matches in the future with updated builds. So thanks for watching, guys.